Hello, people of the internet. It seems that I have now started to become a storytime channel, as well as my normal gaming content. And while I still intend to do that, I'm still trying to keep my options open for if I don't really want to go in the way of gaming as much anymore, but I'm probably still going to do that just because it's. So I just want to start this video off. I want to say this video is a bit more serious as, if you've ever dealt with a toxic person, you can usually tell that it's not going to be a very fun experience. So, uh, if you don't want to hear about um, certain things that are going to be up on screen, all right, then you can click off. I don't mind, and have a good day. All right. So yeah. So, everyone, everyone out that wants to be out, cool. Toxic people, right? You might know a few, and while I have been dealing with one, it's not really a thing that I've dealt with before. This is like basically my first time dealing with it. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna keep these people anonymous. All right, I will just refer to them as the first letter of their name as A, G, and K. All right, so yeah, and of course you have me. I'm just here. So yeah, this story takes place only like a month or so, give or take, about whatever ago, right? And it's still going on. So if anything does happen after I post this video, I'll let you know by making a little update. I am friends with heavy quotations with K, but I am friends with A and G still because K is the person on trial for their crimes. um, so yeah, I'm considering not being their friend because of this. Kay and me actually used to be pretty decent friends, but for a while, actually, we lasted until, you know, they did this stuff. This very, very creepy and icky things, not very good. Kay, around October, has liked G. However, G doesn't like him back, and you can already see where this might be going. Now, K and G seemed to actually have some pretty good, chemistry for each other, uh, but that was only because I was seeing one point of view, and that was from K, obviously, where, you know, G would reciprocate the feelings that he had, right? Um, which, obviously is wrong. Because when I asked G if she liked K, she answered, sorry, with a resounding no, which confused me at the time. So, later I asked what she meant, and this is where things start to get a little bad. G had told me that K had shown that he liked her very clearly. Like, seriously. He went out of his way to even say, I love you, one time, which isn't good because, again, they barely knew each other for about 3 months, alright? 3 goddamn months, give or take, alright? That's not a lot of time to know someone and then immediately be like, yeah, I like you. Like, hell no. Now, she also kind of made the mistake of saying, like, that she liked him back as to, I don't know, maybe not make him feel bad, maybe not, hurt his feelings like crazy or what. But, never do that. Seriously, it's not a good thing to do. If you don't like them, just say, I don't like you, alright? Rejection is not a bad thing. It might hurt the other person, but you gotta understand when it's just gonna have to be like that. Especially since she wasn't even looking for a relationship at all, since she had, from what I know, got off a pretty bad one. recently. So when uh, sorry, when she confronted Kay about these, he originally didn't say or really like make a stink about it. He didn't fuss about it. However, when he got home, when all of us were home at this point, like 5 p.m. probably, I'd say, just because that's like a time that everyone would be home at. Um, he basically just kind of ignored what she said when she said, "Hey, I don't really mess with you, I'd rather just stay friends." Right? She friend zoned him. But yeah, he just didn't care pretty much. And he was borderline harassing her about this. And so obviously, as any normal person would, she blocked him. Um, until he found her WhatsApp. I don't know how he did this. I seriously do not know how he found her WhatsApp, but he did, which is crazy enough on its own. But what is more crazy is that he called her almost 5 times. And when she finally answered, she was genuinely crying as, you know, this guy was harassing her and calling her a shitload, found her other apps that she's on, like, again, crazy. Um, so yeah, and this is when I had to step in because obviously I heard about all this and I'm like, okay, well, that's not normal. And I thought, maybe it's like a situation where maybe I can fix them, maybe I can help out, maybe I can whatever. And so I talked to him and I was like scolding him. I was being like, bro, this is insane. Stop doing this shit. You absolute gooner. And he gave me that half-assed, oh yeah, I'll stop, don't worry. And I was like, okay, sure. Newsflash, he didn't stop. It only took him about like 2-3 days maybe um, to start being a weirdo again, but in a slightly different way. It's very hard to say. Um, in a means to getting closer with G, K tried to learn how to crochet as he wanted to show us his first bit's progress. The reason he wanted to learn how to crochet is because G knows how to. Yeah. So he was like, hey, y'all, can you call? I want to, show you that I can crochet. And we're like, sure. Me, A, G, and K are on the call. A leaves pretty early. So yeah, he's not really a big important character for that. But K was being really weird whenever he'd make like the slightest mistake, I guess. I mean, he didn't show us, but his camera was on and I saw his face. And any time that he would like mess up, he would just continue to crash out. He would like smack his desk. He would, say F, like, swear. Just general crash out stuff, right? But eventually, at like the 30-minute mark of him starting his little tantrum, he just stopped talking. Still had his camera on though, and I'll show you what he looked like pretty much as best as I can with my crap drawings. But yeah, he looked like that, right? And again, it's super weird. And again, it lasted for about half an hour until he finally said something in the chat, not like by talking on the phone. He just typed out his words pretty much. And this is where things get a bit worse. So, if you wanna, if yeah. He was like, all my life, I've just ruined other people's. But in a way less cool way than I just made it sound, because I'm just like that. Yeah. He, pretty much was talking about how he ruined past relationships by calling one of his girls like fat, like being like, he didn't say like he called her fat, but he asked about her weight, which is like the most random thing I mean, he didn't give context on why he did it, but he just said, I call, I asked about this one girl's weight, and he also said that he was, quote, being suicidal with the other one. Um, which, no joke, it's obviously not good. It's a very serious topic. Um, but yeah, like, he was being like that. Again, no context, so I don't know why or how or what he was saying, really. But yeah. And then he just went past that and he said, all I ever wanted to do in my life was make a girl happy. Which, by the way, dipshit, you have plenty of time. Again, he's only about like 15, a little bit, almost to 16, right? But still, uh, he said that, and after he made me and G do this long ass hangman game basically for like, again, 20 minutes. It was so annoying, and it was all in the chat instead of talking, because again, he wouldn't speak a word. So, we had to play it, and it was not really hangman, because obviously, if you messed up, like you didn't have the right letter, he wouldn't even care. It would just go on until we got the word right, which took so long. And the word that he spelled out was G's name, and it's just like, dude, because like he was like, oh, I did want to make this one girl really happy, like, and whatnot. And it's like, just it's not good. It really does not feel good to even say that. It's just like, ew. But yeah, after that, he again got more serious out of nowhere. He was like, oh man, my life sucks. He talked about more personal stuff, like how his uncle had passed away in a car crash before he really got to meet him and know him. His mother had a miscarriage and all that. And the issue that I have with that, right, is not that, oh, he's sad about that, which I understand why you'd be, sad about people that you love not being there, right? Also, sorry, I have to sneeze. But he just glossed over that. Like, he basically said that and then immediately went on to the next topic, and where he was like, oh, I get how it is, things take time to get good at them. And he brought up like me with my art and stuff, and G with her crochet and piano skills. And this is where I also got like really weirded out. He brought up a photo of me, and I'll show it because it is public, right? So it's not like a personal photo, but it's still very weird to just include that. I mean, I maybe get it because it's like, he said, oh, look at him when he was younger, and then look at me now with my channel, right? And it was just that old video of me with my lizard. But yeah, and it's like, it was just such a weird thing to bring up. After that, he, again, quickly glossed over that and just went on to the next thing, saying how, people make him so angry that he, like, genuinely thinks about physically, like, beating them. Like, not family members from what what he said, but, like, just random people. Like, if they piss him off, he'll just think about, like, punching them in the face and, like, beating them up. Which is like, bro, alright, maybe put down the fedora, alright? Jesus. Which, also, another thing, if you didn't know this, stuff like aggression towards others and like just wanting to hurt them, whether it be physical or mental, is a classic toxic trait, as you would assume. Same goes for a few other things that he tends to display with like his fake ass apologies and his just immediately going back to what he did before and like just all of that, right? Now, probably next 2 days, I want to say, maybe, Um, it could have literally been the next day. Um, we met up in gym because we all have the same gym class. And things were good for about, and I shit you not, 5 minutes until Kay started doing his like weird ass silent crash out again, where he decided to just sit in the corner of the gym and just pout there for most of it. It wasn't until me and A decided to try and figure out what was going on. So I went over to G, talked to her, and see what was going on. Maybe it was like another thing with her and him, while A went over to K and talked to him, right, to see what was wrong. And eventually A came back to us and said the most stupid, dumb ass answer ever on why K was being like this. Now, just the day before, or days before our call, he wanted to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a Christmas gift early before Christmas break, right? Which is fine on its own, I guess, right? And so he brought her crochet stuff. And the reason why he got mad was when he gave the stuff to her, she didn't give him a hug. That's it. That's the only reason why he was mad, is because she didn't give him a hug. Quite literally, the where's my hug at of all reasons. And so obviously, like anyone would be, this set me off. I was just pissed. I was like, there's no way you are being real right now. I walked over to him, I'm like, hey, so, I heard the reason why you're mad. I'm like, are you being for real right now? Are you serious right now? And again, he did that thing where it's like, I talked to him being like, why are you being a weirdo, right? And all that, right? And, right, whatever, right? And so I was like, bro, I apologize right now for being like this. You haven't even apologized for the harassing, right? I don't think I mentioned that. He didn't even apologize for harassing her or anything, right? So, yeah, he did that fake ass apology like I told him to. I was like, hey, say you're sorry for all this, apologize, be sincere, and then stop being a weirdo, stop being a creep, be a friend, be a regular friend. And I thought that would be, again, normal, because it lasts for another good 3 days until, once more, only a few days passed, and he started his shit again. Now, this one isn't as bad as the other topics, but it's still just a sign of a weird thing going on with him. Me, Kay, and A were playing badminton in the gym when one of G's friends was like, I guess, just being an asshole to Kay and me, but that's the thing, they're an asshole with like everyone, so it's whatever, I guess. I mean, still not good to be a dick, but come on. If it's to everyone, it's not personal. And so this, I guess, pissed him off, and so he went over to the bleachers, which are like stacked up. I don't know how that worked. It's like whatever, right? They were all stacked up, and he just like punched them as hard as he could. And I can tell because he punched it and his fist went scraped down on the plastic bleacher. And I was like, what the hell was that for? Like, I genuinely said, are you an idiot? Like, I know that hurt. And so when he got home, he was like, yo, look at this. And he showed me a photo of his hand, which was all wrapped up because he probably tore his skin when punching it like that. And he just said how, like, again, when people make him mad, he just wants to, like, beat the hell out of him. So instead of beating her up, he punched the wall, which, again, is just, like, insane. But I digress. But now here we are at, I think, 5 days ago when I was at like Target. This happened. Great timing. And it made me asking, what happened? How could it get any worse? And I have the answers to that question. All right, so be patient, you little shithead. I am looking at you. But yeah, he. Sorry. Let me read my document. So, the other day, while I was at Target, he was having more problems with G, as he recommended her a song by, it was the song BMF by SZA, which you would think, oh, it's not that bad on its own. Thing is, though, G is extremely, they're very religious, right? And I don't know anything about the Bible or anything, but I'm guessing talking about sex and all that isn't exactly a great thing to talk about to a Christian, who, by the way, we are all under the age of 16, and also we are in high school, and again, she is Christian, right? She's very religious on that. And the themes and the lyrics of BMF, obviously talk about things that aren't that great to talk about a Christian too. Which even with the context of what's been going on with how much of a creep he's been, it's very off-putting. And so she was like, yeah, don't talk to me. And she blocked him again. And he was so upsetty spaghetti about this. So he went to me to make me talk to her, and I was like, I don't think you did anything wrong. Yeah, you could have been a little bit more like, hey, I don't really like that you recommended me that song. But his defense was, oh, I didn't know about themes, I'm so sorry, and I won't do it again. He genuinely said that. And I'm already guessing it's gonna happen again, but, nothing has happened so far, but you never know. And, you also might think that it's kind of a dumb reason that she just blocked him out of that. But again, the context of everything that's been happening. And also, the fact that he says that he didn't know when he listened to the song. He told G this, I'm assuming, that he listened to this song, like, a bunch of times. Like, enough times that you could listen to the lyrics for even 2 seconds and listen to what SZA is saying, and it's not good. So yeah, I'm calling bullshit. But yeah, that's basically all I have on that situation. And again, it's just not great overall, and again, very toxic, that toxicity of our city type shit with all of this. The anger, the manipulation, the lies, the fake apologies, everything about this is just textbook toxicity that we have seen. So, yeah, if you'd like, and also thank you for making it to the end of the video, seriously. I appreciate y'all so much. Even if these aren't doing as well as some older videos, like, but yeah, even if they're not doing that great, I still want to thank you just for making it to the end. I know this is a long video, especially compared to my 6-minute one last time. But yeah, I guess if you want to see more updates of what happens in the future, I will be happy to include them in more toxic people videos or more drama videos for you guys. So yeah. Make sure to hit that like button and punch that subscribe button in the face. And, all that jazz. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.